Well, hey guys. There we go. Okay. Well, guess what I gotta do today? My car had a bad master cylinder for the clutch hydraulics. So, I got the privilege of getting to fix it. And I didn't have my flashlight. Love my handy dandy flashlight. I use that work light. But I got it out. This car's tricky because normally you'll have at least like a hand's width space in between and down there. So, but as you can see, the hole down there, and in comparison with my hand, it doesn't even fit that way. I'm sitting right there. Not a good situation. But it's a very, very simple job for the most part. This actually has a different setup than, there you are, than most master cylinders. The setup's easy, simple. Basically what you got to do, you got to unbolt the reservoir, take the reservoir off of the line, take the actual line off from the old master cylinder, which all it had was this little, well, I don't know where that went. All you have is this little clip right here, just like this, really simple. Then goes in. Yeah, man, this is difficult. Alright, you gotta, let's focus. You got that hole right there that you can see through, and then the other part wraps around, and it has inside, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. No, sorta. Well, inside, anyways, the little tiny hole, that little tiny hole goes right next to the actual line, and the line doesn't, you don't thread the line, you just pop it in there, push this little clip through, and the straight part goes through the hole, and the round part goes around it. Pretty dang easy. But you just pop out the line, you go inside, there's a cotter pin that holds, this is broken for one. I'll show you why it's broken, but let's do it from here. There's a pin that goes through this, and this is actually connected to your pedal. That part's inside the master cylinder, like so. Sorry, I'm paying more attention to what I'm holding instead of the camera. But anyways, there's a pin that goes through. The actual pin part goes through, and then there's a hole in the pin where the cotter pin goes in to keep the pin attached to the pedal. And you have your adjustments right here. And actually, you can, if you don't like where your clutch engages, all you have to do is take that pin out and adjust this, and then you'll have where the clutch pedal engages. I don't know as a fact if I'm right, but going towards the way I saw another video on YouTube, the further it is down towards the bottom of the threads, the later the clutch engages, and then the further up, so if you add it up here and tighten it down, then that's where, what was I going to say? That's when it would engage sooner. So this is my reservoir that just leaked. By the way, brake fluid eats away at paint, so if you catch it, pick it up with a rag, it won't hurt it immediately, but if you leave it on there, it's like what they say baloney does. Baloney pulls away paint. It'll do that. So, yep. But here's a new one. I recommend back in I don't know. Look for Beck. It's made in Japan. That one was actually made in USA. It's stock, so fairly impressed. But this one has the same type of setup. You can see the hole right there that goes through, and then it's got the clip, so it's good. And that's for the reservoir. It's got a different setup for that. Hopefully this plastic keeps. That's tightened down. I'm assuming this torques. It's tight. But then it comes with this cardboard gasket. You don't really need the gasket, but that's to keep other fluids or any rainwater out, you know. So if the other one's stuck on there, whatever. I mean, if the other one's stuck on there, just put it on without the gasket, because you don't want to double layer the gasket. Because I know it's not usually good. You might get away with it. I don't know. So, and then all you have is this, which you just thread on to the end of this, and then, well, that one goes first, a little nut. And, yeah. And then you just tighten it up against each other, set it in there, and hook everything back in. I also recommended, when you do the master cylinder, you have to replace the slave. And, it's fairly easy. Anybody who sees this video, look up Clutch Hydraulics on a YouTube channel called Eric the Car Guy. He's a genuinely awesome mechanic. He worked for Honda for years, and he actually has a story behind that. But right there is the slave. Isn't that easy? And as you can see, this is why a flashlight comes in handy. Still not where I want it to be. Alright, as you can see right there, the slave is compressed right now. But literally all you do is you take a new slave and you push it in there, and it takes a little bit of strength, but you push it in there as you stick a bolt in after you do that line. I think that line might have the same setup as the other one. I haven't looked at it yet. But regardless, that is what you do. It's fairly simple. And when you take off the other half, you have to go inside the car and go up against the pedal. It's really simple. Once you get there, just look for a pin with a cotter pin in it. My car's a wreck. But, yeah. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a question. I'll answer them. And good day to you.